friends. I look like a wet dog right now, and that's okay because hopefully it'll dry out and we'll get an afro soon. Anyway, I just got ready. I don't normally like get ready on Mondays or any day of the week, to be honest, but I do want to film a February wrap up, so I was like, you know what, I might as well just get ready so I can film that after I get my son from school. So that's kind of like the plan. Sorry if I touch my hair a ton. It's giving me just, oh my god, I need lip gloss immediately. Got foundation on my lips. I need to go get lip gloss. Anyways, my hair's giving, you know, just fresh out of the shower, dunked in a pool type vibe. So yeah, anyways, it's the start of a new reading vlog. I haven't read anything today. It's like 2 o'clock because I'm in the process of becoming and entering my sourdough era. So I've been in this era for years and I can never ever figure out how to make a good loaf of sourdough. To be honest, I never got past the starter portion. Heard a noise. I never got past the starter portion of sourdough, so it's been a journey, if you will. I made a loaf of it this morning because I was pretty certain that my sourdough starter was ready and the loaf did not rise overnight, so I had to throw that away, and I'm currently letting my next one rise. It's not rising. It's probably been resting like 2 hours. It hasn't rose, but I'm gonna let it rest for 4 to 6 hours, and if I don't see any growth, then I think I'm gonna go back to just trying to get a strong starter. If you know anything about sourdough, it is so confusing. It's literally so hard, but the reason why I want to master it is because, one, it's super hard, and I love doing hard things in the kitchen. Like I love like doing a recipe until I can get it right. And there's not much in life that I am very like ambitious towards. Like sports, not my thing, you know, but cooking, I love making a good bread loaf, and that's just something I haven't been able to master. Like I can do sandwich bread, just it's okay, but like sourdough I have not been able to master. So I am trying, girls. I'm trying to get in my sourdough era, but like once I get in my sourdough era, I think it's over for all of you because she can cook, she can clean, and she can make sourdough. I'm just kidding. Anyways, this is my beautiful starter. I haven't named her yet. I used all of her this morning and I fed her, and she's already rose that much, so I'm pretty certain my starter is healthy. This morning it was bubbly and active, and like I was like, oh my gosh, God has given me another chance to make another loaf. It was so beautiful. So I'm pretty sure it's like a me problem to do with the loaf and not the starter, but I'm gonna try to do this one more time, get the loaf right, and if the loaf comes out good, then I know my starter's good. If it comes out bad, I'm gonna probably blame it on the starter. Anyway, let's get into reads. I do have to go pick up my son from school soon, so I'm probably not going to read just yet, but I do want to pick my read. Sorry for the crazy angles. Did my book just get delivered? I knew I heard a noise outside. Yeah, I think it did get delivered. I'll go get that in a minute. The mailman was probably just watching me talk to my camera. Anyway, my hair's super short. I had to cut it again because it's just not growing how I want it to. Like, it's just super short in the back. And somebody did tell me that it's because I keep my hair up in a bun all the time. So I'm gonna try to just start wearing this fro more natural because I need it to grow more evenly. Like, I have no problem growing it out this way, but the other way is just not working out. Anyways, that's not what I needed to be talking about. I'm thinking for reading, we have options. This week I'm not having a theme because last week I was getting very grouchy because I wasn't reading, like I wasn't mood reading. So I'm thinking, because I'm in the mood, I'm really in the mood to read Deep End by Hazelwood. And I think, yes, love? Are you making a mess? She got into my makeup while I was doing my makeup, but honestly, I let her because that's how I get things done. I feel like this middle part is not a middle part.
Mama.
BRB, yeah.
Mama.
Okay, we're back, hopefully with a better middle part. Anyway, I'm really in the mood for Deep End by Hazelwood. So I feel like that's what I'm going to start with. But I also want to read Unsteady.
Mama, sit.
Which I have on my Audible.
Mama, sit.
Hold on, baby. One little second, okay? So I don't know. I'll show you guys. Unsteady is right there. Right there. Sorry about my nails. It is like a hockey ice skater romance, and I heard it's really good. And I most recently just bought the second one, even though I haven't even read the first one, so I definitely want to read it. But Hazelwood has been calling my name. I've been seeing so many things about Deep End. Most people are hating on it, but Allie is my girl. She can do no wrong. I don't think I've ever given less than 4 stars to an Hazelwood book. Anyways, so I'm going to figure out what we're going to read. I will update you guys on the reading and the sourdough in just a little bit. I need to finish getting her ready so we can go get my son from school. Okay, I forgot to show you guys literally any of the process of me making this. I failed again. This part looks okay, but when I cut in the middle of it, you can see it looks like a bit just like not cooked all the way. I don't know, it's just not rising perfectly, so I think I'm gonna take a pause. I'm gonna make my starter super strong as I can get it, and then try again and maybe let it rise overnight instead of the 4 to 6 hour method. I don't know. Okay, I had to fix my hair. It was looking a bit crazy. Anyways, I don't know what's going wrong. Honestly, I'm just not gonna give up because I'm so close. I feel like I'm so close, and honestly, I need to master it. Oh, period. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the rest of it, but I did start Deep End on audio. I don't know if you guys can even hear me because Coco Melon is at max volume. But I did start Deep End. So far, I'm screaming, kicking, and giggling. All through the town.
What's up? Lily, what's up?
Addie!
Watch
My
out.
poor little sourdough didn't make it this time, but that's okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Deep End. Super good. I'm loving it so far. I definitely am getting 5-star feelings from it, and I'll probably have to update you guys more in the morning because it's like 10 o'clock and I don't know how much more I'm gonna read. So I'll probably see you guys in the morning.
I wrote a message in my notes that I'm never gonna send to you, saying I'm sorry. I guess you never really know what somebody's gonna do when they get lonely. You found somebody better than me to take care of your insecurities. You did it all while leaving me in the dark. I try so hard to be what you need. If you're into the finer things, well, maybe we should let this fall apart.
Good morning, friends. I made a coffee the size of my head this morning. It's Tuesday. We're going through the week, chugging along, if you will. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm just got done dropping my son off at school, and I have some cleaning to do, so I'm definitely gonna get some audiobook hours in, hopefully. My house is a wreck right now. It's so bad, and it's that time of the month for me, so I'm breaking out. I'm tired. I'm just not feeling the best, but I got to get this cleaning done. It's so bad. Also, my sourdough starter is thriving, you guys. So I just really genuinely, that's where it was, where the band is, and look how much it throws. It's nice and bubbly and airy too. I genuinely think I'm just not letting it rise, so I think I'm gonna make a loaf in a little bit and let it sit overnight and see what happens. I also think my house is a little bit too cold because I live in a very old, not well insulated house, and if it's cold outside, it's cold inside. If it's hot outside, it's hot inside, so the insulation is just not very well, even though I keep it on 70 degrees, which is what they recommend. I just can tell my house is just not the right temperature, so I try to put it in like the oven or the microwave, but I do feel like it's not getting like oxygen or like the air that it needs. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to work it out. Anyway, also, I was using sink water, and I know that sourdough needs to thrive off the natural minerals in spring water, so I need to use my spring water when I make a loaf. Anyways, besides the point, I'm gonna get some reading done. Okay, deep end, you guys. I don't understand why people hate Allie. I just really don't. She has got the most quirky but smart characters there is in books. Basically, we're following Vandy, but her name's Scarlet, but a lot of people call her Vandy, except the one she wants her to. We're following Scarlet, and she is a swimmer, and she's also a scientist, and she's kind of what do you call it? Not OCD. I don't know. She doesn't really like men. She's afraid of them a little bit. She doesn't like loud, overbearing men, which, girl, I can relate. And so she's got her little quirks about her, right? Well, one day she walks in overhearing her friend Penn and I think it's Lucas have a conversation, and they sound like they're breaking up, and she's like, oh my god, is he hurting her? So she steps in because she's triggered by this, and she's like, is everything okay? And Penn is like, oh my god, yeah, we're just having a little fight or whatever. And she pulls Penn aside and they start talking. She's like, oh my gosh, do you need to talk about it? Are you okay? And she's like, yeah, he's just into really kinky stuff and I'm not, and I want to break up. And Penn was like, what do you mean? Or Scarlett was like, what do you mean you're not? Have you tried it? Whatever. And she's like, yeah, it's just not for me. And she's like, well, Scarlett's like, I'm actually into that stuff. I can help you and give you advice to have a thriving relationship and satisfy your partner. This is crazy. This plot is crazy, by the way. But it works. And she's like, okay, let's talk about it. And so she ends up talking to Scarlett about it. Scarlett tells her everything she's into, and then it ends there. And then the next scene, they're at a party, right? Hopefully, maybe I shouldn't be giving all of this away. Okay, well, it ends there. They end up, Lucas, Scarlett, and Penn end up being somewhere all together, and you can only imagine what Penn does, because Lucas is into it, and I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't remember his name, to be very honest. And Scarlett is into it, so Penn is like, you guys should do it. You guys should do it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I'm just, the tension between Lucas, hopefully I'm saying his name right, and Scarlett is just so good. I love Allie. She just does everything so well. So I need to get back into that book because I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna have my coffee and then I will update you guys in a bit.
I wrote a message in my notes that I'm never gonna send to you, saying I'm sorry. I guess you never really know what somebody's gonna do when they get lonely. You found somebody better than me to take care of your insecurities. You did it all while leaving me in the dark. I try so hard to be what you need. If you're into the finer things, well, maybe we should let this fall apart. 'Cause I feel so stupid for falling for you. I should've listened to my friends when they told me not to. They said you're nothing but a one-night stand, trip to Candyland. If you get too close, then you might understand. But now my heart's on my sleeve and I'm in too deep. But you're not thinking twice about me. I wrote a message in my notes that I'm never gonna send to you, saying how I feel if you only knew. I wrote down every old cliche, a four-letter word in 100 ways, and reality hit me in the face. 'Cause I feel so stupid for falling for you. Should've listened.
Hello friends, my camera is about to die, but I wanted to hop on because I finished Deep End last night. It's now Wednesday, by the way. I tried to make my sourdough this morning also. It's too sticky. I feel like I put too much water in it maybe, I don't know. But I'm going to try and do more stretch and folds to like build it up. This journey has been insane. Anyways, don't even get me started. I almost had to crash out this morning and cry. But anyway, I finished Deep End. I gave it 5 stars. I love, love, love this book. Okay, so let's just get real for a second. This is supposed to be like a spicy, kinky sports romance. And while it was spicy, I don't think it was super kinky. I think that the two characters who got together, they got together because they both were into like weird kinky things, but when it was time for them to do the deed, it was just like normal. It was very normal to me. I didn't find it kinky at all. That being said, I still give it 5 stars because woo, it was such a good story. Like, Allie is really writing this adult romance. Like, she's really doing her big one. This was so good. Anyways, I don't know if I mentioned, but we're following Scarlett, and Scarlett is a diver. I think I said swimmer before, but she's a diver. And she's on like a diving team with this girl named Penelope. Well, one day she overhears Penelope like having a fight with her boyfriend, and she's like, oh my god, should I step in? She kind of has like trauma with men, so she's like, I think I need to step in just to make sure she's okay. So she goes up to Penelope and her boyfriend. She's like, Penelope, are you okay? Penelope's like, oh my god, yeah, I'm fine. And then she like takes Scarlett aside and she like divulges all of her problems with her boyfriend. She's like, he's into really kinky things and I'm not. And Scarlett's like, oh my gosh, well, I'm into kinky things, like I could help you like be into it or whatever. And Scarlett's like, no, like we need to break up, I'm not into it, whatever. They end up breaking up. And then one night at a party, Penelope gets super drunk and she's like, you guys should hook up, like 100%, you're both into this, he thinks you're hot, like whatever. So our story goes on from there. It gets extremely more deep than that. It sounds like a very shallow, like lustful plot, but it does get really deep. Which is Lucas, or Luke, yeah, Lucas. He's Swedish, by the way, so the accent in the audiobook was so good. He is really, really in love with Scarlett. Like, he is so sweet. She deals with, like, different things. Like, she has anxiety. She gets really, like, withdrawn around men, which, loud men, to be specific. But she really trusts Lucas, and, like, you could tell, like, their trust for each other is just, like, beautiful. It's so good. I highly recommend this if you do like sports romances, if you do like spice. This was really, really good in my opinion, and I gave it 5 stars. I was leaning on 4 because I didn't like, they were like, we were over half the book and they still weren't like a serious couple, like nobody was really doing anything, but then it did get like really serious and like they end up getting together. So I'm obsessed. There's nothing more that I can say. I'm obsessed with this. I can't wait to reread it. Honestly, I have to tell my children about it, even though it's very inappropriate. I'm just kidding. It's so good, though. Highly recommend. I don't get people who are giving this, like, less than 4 stars, because you knew what you were getting into when you signed up for it. And, like, people are complaining it's too spicy, not spicy enough, da-da-da. Like, please. This is so good. Anyways, I started a new book. It's called Flirting with Disaster from my library. And then I also started Allegedly, which is also from my library. I got a hold in. So I'm listening to that. I'm reading Flirting with Disaster. We'll talk about it later once my camera charges, but I did want to give the update on Deep End. And I realized I've been reading so many library books and none of my physical books, but this one was a physical book, so that was good. Happy to at least check one off, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm gonna let my camera charge and then we're gonna talk about the other books I'm reading, talk about what happened with my sourdough, because I'm very sad about it and I will need all the tips, like all the tips. And I saw a car. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello guys, it's very much later. I got new glasses, so if I look different, I don't know if I'm liking the vibe, but I think everybody around me is like trying to gaslight me into thinking these are cute, and I don't know. Like on the website they were like very much cute, but I don't know about them anymore. Anyways, we're gonna keep them on though to see if they grow on me. But I never updated you guys from this morning. Honestly, I've had not that great of a day. I literally have not felt good all day, so I just haven't really picked up my camera. And also my sourdough, I can't even talk about it. So if that's any indication, that's why. But I am in the middle of 2 books right now. I'm actually in the middle of 4 books right now, but we don't really have to talk about all of them because I'm like 5 seconds into Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson, and I'm gonna put a pause on it so that I can finish these and then we'll talk about those. But anyways, I got Watermoon from my library. I got Watermoon from my library because I saw it in store. It was gorgeous and I wanted to buy it right there on the spot, but I was being financially responsible and I was like, I'll get it from my library first because I don't know if it's like the kind of story that I'll like. Basically, we're following a woman who's inheriting her father's pawn shop where you can sell your like choices or your regrets, if you will. But then one day she wakes up, the day after she inherits the pawn shop, she wakes up and the pawn shop is like in shambles, like somebody came through and like wrecked it, and she's like, I've been robbed. But then she starts to notice that things are like precariously placed and she thinks it's her father's doing. She thinks her father like staged the whole thing. And so she decides to go figure out what happened to her father when this dude walks into the pawn shop, and they kind of start like a relationship and they go on this like magical journey to find her father because she lives in like a different world and he comes from like Earth. It literally sounds like a fever dream, this plot, what I'm saying to you, but it is very much escapism. Every time I read this book, I don't feel like, it feels like magic. So it's really good. Right now I'm sitting at like a 3.75, 4-ish. So we'll see. I'm like 77% in. So yeah. And then another one that I got from my library is Flirting with Disaster. I was really intrigued by this. I'm like 5 pages into this. This is about a couple who's on the verge of divorce and a hurricane happens and they get stuck in the house together, and I think that they like work things out. I don't know. It sounded different to me. I've never read a marriage that was on the brink of divorce. I think that sounds interesting. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. I'm not very far into this. I'm trying to finish up Watermoon, and then I'm gonna get into this. Finish Allegedly, and I'm reading an arc right now, which I'll probably talk about tomorrow if I get a little bit further in it. But yeah. Oh, Zach, my sweet little baby husband, brought me crumble. We've already like taste tested all of them, so it doesn't look pretty, but I will show you guys the flavors because they're actually insane this week. I saw them and I was like, you kind of have to get those. Yeah, and he did surprise me. What? Anyways, he did surprise me with these because I didn't have that good of a day. This looks horrible because we ate them. But this was a birthday cake flavor. And then this was a strawberry Pop-Tart flavor, which I was really excited about, but it wasn't that great. This is like a Oreo brownie. And then this is what I really wanted. It's like a turtle cheesecake. So, that's my little crumble surprise. So yeah, that is basically what I've done today, what I've been reading. I'm gonna finish up Watermoon hopefully by tonight and give you guys my rating in the morning. I don't know about these glasses. I feel like if I have makeup on I might like it more. Anyways, I'm gonna read now. Hi guys, I just woke up and took my son to school, so I look a little of a hot mess, but I finished Watermoon last night, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really like this book. So I don't know if I explained the plot yesterday, but basically we're following Hannah, and Hannah inherited Hannah. So we're following Hannah, and Hannah ends up inheriting this pawn shop that her and her father have ran all of her life. And on the day she wakes up to be the owner, to like start her first day as the owner, she notices it's ransacked and it looks like they've been robbed. And so right when she is like trying to figure out what is going on, some guy walks in the pawn shop, and the pawn shop is like in a different world, but in his world it looks like a ramen shop, if I'm making any sense. It looks like a ramen shop in his world, but when you walk through the doors, it's not a ramen restaurant. It's like the magical pawn shop. And so he walks in and he's like, oh my gosh, what's happened? And she's like, I think my father may have staged this as a setup and he went somewhere. Like, I know my father, I think that's what he's done. And so he's like, I'm gonna help you. Immediately he's kind of like drawn to her, so he's like, I'm gonna help you find your father. And so they go on this like magical quest in Hannah's world, and it is just so magical and like escapism to a T. Like, nothing really makes sense in my head, but like it's very fun. And they are trying to find Hannah's father while being chased by, I forget what they're called. I don't remember what they're called. There's like this magical being that's kind of like chasing Hannah because they collect the choices that Hannah collects at her pawn shop. So basically when a human walks into her pawn shop and it's not the ramen shop, it's the pawn shop, she's like, hi, like, you're here to give me one of your choices or your regrets or whatever. And so the human like leaves the pawn shop with their choice left there so that they don't have to make such a hard choice. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like it's a fever dream. Honestly, read the book. It's so good. If you're looking for like if you're looking for an actual genuine escape from this world and even fake worlds that are like ours, this one was so fun. I liked it a lot. And there's a romance between that guy and Hannah. I forget what his name is, like K-Sue or something like that. Wait, I just saw it. Shakun. That's the thing that's... chasing them. I don't remember. It's all in like Japanese or Chinese words. I'm not really sure. I think it's Japanese. But super fun. I loved it. So now I am going to start flirting with disaster today. Oh, let me grab my Kindle. Anyways, I am going to start flirting with disaster today. I think I showed you guys that last night, but I've also been reading, so here, Writer's Block, which is an arc that I received from NetGalley. I immediately requested it because I thought the cover was so adorable. But basically, we are following Mia, who is a writer, like a writer. She's a romance writer, and she was writing a cowboy romance, and she turned it into a publisher, but everybody's like denying her. And this one girl gave her tips. She was like, honestly, this seems fake. You sound like you've never spent any time in the country or around cowboys or whatever. So she tells this to her friend, and her friend is like, oh my gosh, I have family who owns this big ranch in, I want to say, I don't remember where it is. I think it's Colorado, but I don't know. I could be wrong. They own this big ranch in Colorado. Like, you should go stay there. There's houses on it. Like, it's a perfect place for you to be and kind of like learn about cowboys and like do research for your book. And so she takes her up on this offer, and the first day that she is there, she runs into Eric, who helps her change her flat tire on her rental car, and he's super grumpy, and he's like, what is this city girl doing? And she ends up like meeting his whole family. They do like family dinners every day. She's falling in love with everybody, but she's also being told by everybody like, Eric really likes you, but she like can't tell. So she's kind of like what do you call it, like she's not trying to like really fall in love with the place because she doesn't want to end up having to like stay or like make a hard decision, if that makes sense. So that's kind of where I am right now. They're currently on a horseback ride like a couple hours away because there was like this storm that hit, and they need to go fix the fence post that's on the other end of a farm, which is like a day trip. So that's what they're doing right now, and her horse got spooked and ran away, and so now they're sharing a horse. I also think this is really cute because at the beginning of each chapter there is a country song that is inspired by the chapter, which I think is super cute. Like the one where her horse got spooked, it was Bye Bye by like Joe something. I don't remember who the singer was, but I think it's super cute. One thing that I don't really like is like Mia is super city girl to me. Like, I don't know, she's just like my green juice, and like, I don't know, like, you're on a farm, girl. Like, I guess that's like the point of it, but like, I don't know, I'm just not really like connecting with Mia, and I'm not really connecting with the romance yet. But I think that's because it hasn't really, nothing has gone on, like literally nothing, like besides Eric like getting drunk and being like, I would give you my cowboy hat or something like that, because in cowboy world that means like you take the hat, you ride the cowboy. So besides that happening, like really nothing else has happened. Like there's been like little moments where they like have a good conversation and he's like opening up to her, but besides that there's no like romantic thing that's like happened between them, or like I just don't feel the tension, if that makes sense. Like there's things happening between them, but it's just not like giving me like the tension. So right now I would say it's sitting at a 3. And that's if it gets any better, honestly, because I do like it. I think it's interesting, but it's not like life-changing romance to me. Anyway, my heater just kicked on, so I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna pick something to read, either Flirting with Disaster or this. I made my coffee. I made my coffee this morning, and I'm using a boba straw because that's all I had. Also, if you're wondering, my sourdough is an absolute fail. I did cook it last night, and it is as flat as a pancake. So I honestly was in such a horrible mood last night. I was telling my husband, I was like, I give up. And he's like, don't give up. We'll literally go take a sourdough class together if that's what you want to do. And I was like, he is my real life romance story. Who offers to take a sourdough class with you? Like, he's so freaking sweet. But I was like, I woke up this morning and I'm like, you know what, it's a new day and I'm not gonna give up just because I'm having a hard time. I had a hard day yesterday. Besides the sourdough, it just wasn't that great of a day. But anyways, these vlogs are gonna be so long because I literally have sat here for 8 minutes just like yapping. Also, are these growing on you guys yet, or are they still a little bug eye alien? I don't know. Anyways, I'll update you guys in a bit. Hello guys, I did not film all day again. I really suck at life, at vlogging especially. Anyways, I thought I'd show you guys what I got from Walmart because I got a bunch of random stuff. So, here we go. Wow. While I do this. So we got a new creamer to try. It's wedding cake flavored because we're married.
That's what you did.
Oh, wait. Actually, you're going to flip when you see what I actually got. But to be very fair, I ordered $10 worth of Alani News, and to be able to have a pickup, you have to have $35 worth of stuff, and I didn't know what to buy, so I just bought random things. Anyway, I got 4 of these strawberry sunrise Alanis. I've been looking for these everywhere, like for forever. They're freezing cold. I could have one now, but I just went to Sonic, so I'm not going to. I also got donuts. These are our favorite treat. So we got those. Oh, you guys don't need to know about what this is, but I'm sure you can see. Okay, here's the one Zach is gonna be mad about. What do you think it is? 100%. I did get a book. I knew Zach would be mad, but he was the one telling. I wasn't even going to order this in the first place, but then you were like, why didn't you order it? So I just quickly threw stuff in the cart, like donuts and a book made. Anyways, I did get this one because look at the sprayed edges. Bright blue, and I just looked at this. I didn't know. Super cute. I want to try one of these Alanis right now, but I'm not going to because it's already like 10 o'clock too. It's not 10. You guys, I haven't done any reading, but I'm about to sit down and do some reading. But I need to go like get ready for bed because it's just that time, okay? Also, oh my god, I saw this drink on TikTok from Sonic, and I'm going to tell you guys because it's so good. Zach doesn't really like it. I think it's so good. It's Sprite, dragon fruit syrup, and sweet cream. And it's so yummy. This is going to be like my new go-to. I was really liking the ocean water with sweet cream, which is really good too, but I think this one's my new favorite.
I wrote a message in my notes that I'm never gonna send to you, saying I'm sorry. I guess you never really know what somebody's gonna do when they get lonely. You found somebody better than me to take care of your insecurities. You did it all while leaving me in the dark. I try so hard to be what you need. If you're into the finer things, well, maybe we should let this fall apart. 'Cause I feel so stupid for falling for you.
Hello guys, I have not vlogged all day. And it's now like 5 o'clock, but I just got home from like such a busy day. We were running errands literally all day. Like we just had to get like adult stuff done, so I just did not vlog at all. Then we came home, put my daughter down for a nap, picked my son up from school, went to Walmart to grab bread, flour, and dinner, and now I'm back home. And I just now started a loaf of sourdough, hopefully. I got different bread flour. My starter was really good and active and bubbly, so I'm hoping that it actually works tonight. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. I haven't done much more reading. I'm still reading Writer's Block. I'm like 60% of the way through it, and I'm still reading Flirting with Disaster, and I'm like 40-ish% of the way through it. So your girl is still reading those, so hopefully I can finish one of those tonight. It's Friday night, so I don't have any plans for the weekend at all except to make some sourdough. Tomorrow though, there is a library book sale that I might or might not go to. It's kind of tiny because my town is kind of small, so I don't know if it's worth it, because last year I did go and it was like 1,000 people in this little baby tiny room. So I just don't know if it's worth it. They do have good prices on the books though. Like the children's books are the best price. They're like 10 cents or something crazy. And then like the hardbacks are $1, I think, and the paperbacks are like 50 cents, something like that. It's pretty good prices, but it's just like the crowd. I don't even know if it's worth it. So yeah, that is that. But otherwise I don't have many plans for tonight. I'm just gonna have a cozy night in, hopefully making some sourdough. I'm gonna focus on tonight, and so if you don't like sourdough, sorry. And then also finishing my books. I'm feeling very like sick right now. I don't know why I'm feeling so sick, but I'm gonna drink some water. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think that's about it. I think I'm gonna go join my family outside because they're jumping on the trampoline right now. Or maybe I'll just sit down. I'm tired, girl. I don't know. But yeah, I will update you guys with my sourdough and reading.
Stupid for falling for you. Should've listened to my friends when they told me not to. They said you never want one night stand, trip to Candyland. If you get too close, then you might understand. But now my heart's on my sleeve and I'm in too deep. But you're not thinking twice about me. What if it goes wrong? What if it goes right? What if these things I'm saying make you change your mind? I've never been one to cry. I can't stop the tears raining down from my eyes. No, 'cause I feel so stupid for falling for you. Should've listened to my friends.
Hello friends. I don't know what that accent was. Anyways, it's Saturday now. I got ready. Kids got ready. We went grocery shopping. Fun. I was gonna show you guys what I got from Sam's Club. But I also have Walmart stuff. Should I do all of it or should I just do Sam's Club? I don't really know. All that I do know is I don't want to put this away. I think I'll just show you guys what I got from Sam's because the Walmart stuff is kind of boring, like spaghetti, things like that. So, a Sam's Club purchase, a big giant bag of Parmesan cheese because me and my family love this.
Oh.
Where?
I tripped on the stove. I hit my head on the tree and then I fell in the dirt.
Tripped on the what?
Tripped on the stone, fell on the tree, and then fell on the ground.
Look at his
Oh my
pants.
god, Bear. Are you okay?
I was behind the trunk and all of a sudden I hear Addie say, Bubba, you okay?
Oh my god. Got some blueberries. Milk there. It's gross. My kid just dropped it in the dirt, as you just heard. I usually get the Just Bear chicken nuggets, but the kids were begging me for dino nuggets. So I was like, you know what? This one time, we'll get dino. I did spend a small fortune on eggs, so that's always nice. I also got me this giant bag of popcorn for snacking, and I could not believe I found this at Sam's Club. Look how big this jar of strawberry preserves is. I love this brand. It's so good. When I saw this, I was like, yes. I actually bought one from Walmart on a pickup order before I went to Sam's Club, and then I saw this and I was like, okay, we're definitely returning the other one because it's $6 for a jar that's like this big, and this was $10. So we're returning the other. Always get a bag of potatoes at Sam's. Members Mark laundry detergent for my budget baddies out there. So a staple. We're obsessed with these Members Mark beef sticks. They remind me of Chomps. They're so good. Perfect for snacking, and there's 9 grams of protein. We'll always get Kaneka sausage. That's what we like to eat for breakfast and things. And we always pick a cheese. Look, I found these jammies at Sam's Club. So cute. Had to get. Got some chips at Sam's. Stuff I need over here. Also got the kids these fruit snacks. They love these. Some granola bars. And
with real fruits in them.
yeah. And our variety pack of Poppy that we get. Kids love blood oranges. They're obsessed with them. From Sam's Club, I always get the Febreze plugins. The best deal. It's like 15 bucks for 5 of them. And I always get heavy whipping cream because you can make sauces, butter, whatever you need to with this, and it's the best deal. Look, here's the other strawberry preserves that I need to return, so I'm going to set it here. I also picked up this thing of apple butter, knowing that I made homemade apple butter. Am I okay? Like, genuinely? But that's okay because I'm going to use it for a recipe, and I need the whole jar, so it actually works out perfect because I'll use this whole jar for the recipe, and then we'll still have my homemade one to have on toast and stuff. So it's fine. Works out well. Got some chicken breast here. Talking to myself. Okay, what else did we get? Got some, we're making pulled pork tomorrow in the crock pot. So I got some Sunny's barbecue, some red roasted peppers, and sun-dried tomatoes. We got 2 things. My kids are going to eat these before I even get a chance to make. Maybe I'll make that pasta tonight. I'm making a sun gold tomato pasta. Maybe I'll make it tonight because my kids, they eat these like crazy. And these are too expensive to be eaten like that. I should have looked at Sam's, honestly. I think these are pork chops. Or 2 more sunrise strawberries because I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to find them again, and they're so good. Basil for the pasta I was just talking about.
I
know. Queso fresco. We're going to make like a street corn dinner. We got 2 things of butter, even though I like to make this homemade, but I go through butter like crazy because I'm big. No, I'm just kidding, but I do use a lot of butter. So we have a lot of toast, honestly. Got some cheddar cheese. I forget what this is for, but for something. I'm so strange, but
Okay.
I'm honestly very tired. Just talking to myself. Cashews. I make this soup with cashews. I know that sounds crazy, but trust the process. Elbows. I ran out of my Nescafe. I should have got 2 the way I go through this, but wait. Zach's whatever he needed that for. Some nanners. Nanners. What are you doing? Huh? What?
Move my house out.
Okay.
Why?
Just wondering. And, okay, long story short, I do have a freaking bread ladle. I'm sorry, bread ladle is crazy. A bread lame tool, but I can't find the blades that go on it. And if you're wondering, nowhere, and I'm talking nowhere, sells the razors to go on top of one of those. except Amazon, and I'm trying not to order from Amazon. Why, you ask? Am I trying not to order from Amazon? Long story. Oh, what was I saying? So I got some little razors to supplement until I order from Amazon. Anyway. Oops, all berries. My kids. They wanted one of these. I was like, you know what? You can have one because they never eat a whole box of cereal. They're like egg kids. They don't want cereal in the morning, so I'm gonna take this stuff in the little pantry. Pantry. Okay, I got the pork for tomorrow. Ew. Please just tell me that was water. I think it was. I'm actually just gonna leave it in the bag. And this is a pork because we are having pulled pork sandwiches tomorrow after church, and then we're gonna do pulled pork barbecue pizza the next day. Pulled pork is a luxury because that was $18, but I'll justify it because it gets 2 dinners. My son picked these Fruit Loops. Mac and cheese for the kids. They have to have a mac and cheese night. And then my son has a mini fridge in his room, and listen, I was gonna get him 0 sugar Sprites, but tell me why the mini cans are so expensive. And so I got the Walmart brand, but they didn't have 0. So I just got regular old horrible sugar soda. So come at me if you will. I love pretzels. So I never tried the Dots honey mustard. I've tried every other Dots flavor except honey mustard. So I'm excited for those. Red pepper. Cilantro. Broccoli, my favorite. I love broccoli. So good. Now, I know you're gonna be like, do you get everything your kids ask you to get? I do. We go shopping for every 2 weeks, so if they ask me for a treat, it is going to last. Hi, pretty. It's going to last 2 weeks until the next trip, so I do get them weird treats that they would like. Wow, this is blurry. I got them these gummy pops. They had one in the car. Crazy texture, folks. Crazy texture. Got some grass-fed ground beef. My daughter's obsessed with yogurt tubes. How do you get her those? Yogurt tubes. My 2 favorite creamers right now, pistachio, amazing. Wedding cake, spectacular. These 2, the best. And they're both limited edition, so. They're both limited edition, they're my favorite, so I don't know. I genuinely feel like this will never end. Okay, my son wanted these for his little school snack. We never buy things like that, so it's okay. One time is not gonna kill us. We've got some olive oil. I genuinely bought this because it was the same price as Great Value, but it came in a glass bottle, and I was like, I'm keeping that bottle. Don't play with me. Oh. Coconut milk for curry. Refried beans, Mexican night. Another refried bean. Bunch of diced tomatoes for, we're gonna have a Marry Me soup. So, just got a bunch of those to add to our little, and a tomato sauce for Mexican rice. Garlic toast for the pulled pork, and then breadsticks for the soup night. I just tried these fire roasted carrots. These are so good. I like to put the Mike's Hot Honey on top after they're done cooking. They're amazing. Also got some frozen green beans. It's the closest thing to fresh green beans without having to buy fresh and then they go bad too fast. So, corn on the cob and some more green beans. My husband likes spicy barbecue. So I got the sweet for me, and then they didn't have the sunny spicy. I would have bought that, but they didn't have it. So I just got the Sweet Baby Ray's spicy. Got some corn, because we're going to have that Mexican street corn, like, bowl thing, chicken bowl. I don't know. Got some more dish soap for my dishes. And pre-made tostadas. And some, I call these sopa noodles, or however you say it, sopita noodles, because that's what I make with them, but they're just like the Mexican elbow noodles. I don't know, they're cheap. That was my grocery haul for the next 2 weeks. Now I have to put all of this away.
Did Bubba help us?
Don't mess with her chair, it scares her.
Hello you guys, I look insane. Please ignore, please ignore. So it is Sunday. We just made some pancakes for breakfast, and we didn't go to church this morning because I was so tired. Like, I literally couldn't get out of bed. I felt so bad though. Like, when I woke up, I was like, dang it, I really wanted to go. But the past couple of nights, my daughter's sleeping schedule has been so bad. Like, she's been waking up at like 4 a.m. and so it's making me wake up at like odd times, and then she like will stay up all night. She stayed up till like midnight last night, and I just haven't been getting good sleep, so I slept in. But it's okay because we can watch church on the TV. But anyway, I didn't even realize that I haven't talked to you guys like all weekend, and I finished 2 books, plus I started another arc. So I'm gonna go grab the books and then we can talk. Okay. So, I look crazy. I finished Flirting with Disaster. This was super cute. It was nothing too life-changing, so I did give it 3 stars because I feel like it's gonna be one of those ones that I kind of just like, I'm happy I read it. It was cute, but forgettable, if you know what I mean. So anyways, in this book we are following, now I forget their names, Nikhil, hopefully I'm saying this right, and Mina. And basically they were dating like back in the day, and one night they went to Vegas, they eloped, and they woke up and they're like, what did we do? We're married, like we're just dating, we don't really like, we're not ready for marriage. But they decided to stick with it. They like bought a house together, but then problems started to like arise in their relationship, and basically it was just like one big communication, which it always is, communication mishap. Like, she was like, what's the word I'm looking for? She was interpreting how he felt, and he was interpreting how she felt without them like really talking to each other. And she was like working towards becoming a lawyer and moving out of their town and and he felt like he didn't fit in her life, and so it was like one big miscommunication. Well, she happens to get in a new relationship after moving out of that house and into DC. She happens to get in a new relationship with someone she works with, and in order to like run this like campaign where they run as like a couple, she needs Nikhil to sign the divorce papers. So she goes back to Texas where he lives, to their house, their old house, and it happens to be a hurricane literally the day that she comes, and so she gets like stuck inside with him, and they kind of just like work out all of their problems and everything. It was super cute. It was a fun, quick read, and I really highly suggest it if you like second chance romance, especially with like a married couple, and also like if you like just like a turn your brain off, little baby fluffy rom-com. I guess it's not fluffy, but it's fluffier. So I gave that 3 stars, and then I did finish Writer's Block, which I'm going to put right here. So this is an arc that I got on NetGalley. I told you guys about it, so I'm not going to go too heavy into it, but I ended up giving this 2 stars. I did not like it as much as I thought I would. There was things about it that I liked, but ultimately the characters felt extremely flat to me. Like, I just felt like I didn't know the characters too well. I felt like the romance fell flat to me as well. I felt like we were focused on everyone else's romance around them versus their romance, and I didn't get it either. Like, I didn't see, like, he became obsessed with her from day one, and I was just like, why? Like, there's no reason why. She's just a regular old girl. Like, I don't know. So yeah, it just felt like way too flat for me. It wasn't what I wanted it to be, I guess, and I guess that everything lives up to Chestnut Springs in my head, and if it's not as good, like, it just falls flat. But yeah, anyways, I did start which I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish in this vlog, but this is The Last Fairy Out by Andrea Bartz. I read Blood Sugar, I believe. No, I'm sorry, not Blood Sugar. What am I talking about? We Were Never Here. It was called We Were Never Here, and I really did like that one. I think I gave it 4 or 5 stars. So when I saw this one, Natalia, I requested it because I really liked her writing. So far we're following Abby, and Abby is in Mexico because she recently lost her partner, Esther. Esther, I don't know how you say her name. It looks like Esther, but it's spelled weird. I think it's like a Jewish name, so I'm probably saying it wrong, but she recently lost her partner in this place in Mexico. She died from, like, an allergic reaction to something that she ate in her hotel room, and they found her, like, I think like a week later or something in the kitchen in her hotel room. And Abby is, like, torn up about it. They were supposed to get married, like, they had all these plans, and she ended up going on this solo trip to Mexico, and Abby was supposed to meet her there, and she died before she got the chance to meet her there. So Abby is currently in Mexico, where you have to take, like, a ferry to get to that island. She's currently there, kind of like trying to meet the people that Abby was last, or not Abby, that Esther was last around, and that's where I'm at right now. So I'm interested. I don't really know where we're going with this, but she is on a island that you have to take a ferry to, so I am imagining something happens and she can't get on the ferry and she's stuck. So we'll see. But yeah, this is an ARC copy. I think this comes out sometime in June or something like that. So that's what I'm reading, but I'm also just chilling because it's Sunday. I have, like, a pork roast going in the crock pot because we're gonna have pulled pork sandwiches. I have some sourdough rising, so hopefully that works out. I'll have to show you guys if it turns out. I haven't had a good one turn out so far, so that's great. And the kids are outside playing. I'm about to lay down and get some reading in. But yeah, I just thought I would update you guys on the reading. I also need to edit, so I might do that actually right now. Yeah, I will try to update you guys later. Sorry this has been like a boring vlog, but I hope you guys enjoy it anyway. Just put it on while you're doing something in the background. Hello. I look absolutely insane right now. I literally just got out of the shower, so I have a towel on my head, and it's a Spider-Man towel at that. But anyways, I needed to update you guys because I finished making my sourdough. Oh my god, I forgot to show you, and I wrapped it up. You know what? I have a video. Let me insert the video. I'll put it right here. It turned out really great. This is my second loaf that's turned out good. I really want to try my hand at sourdough bagels. I don't know if I'm pushing it because I just got my sourdough recipe. Like, I just corrected it, if you will. So I don't know if I'm pushing it, but we'll see. Anyways, it's been like the laziest day of my life today. I did get up after dinner and do the dishes and showered and stuff and cleaned my kitchen, but that's literally all I've done today. And I am 50% of the way through Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. I don't think I talked about it because it is Sunday, so this is the last day for clips for this vlog, but I did get 50% of the way through this. But we'll talk about it more next week. And then we'll also finish the arc that I was reading next week. Yes? Yes, I'm right here. 1 second. Anyway, I am going to end this vlog here, even though it was like the world's worst vlog. I actually think I might paint my nails too because they're horrible. But anyways, I'm going to end the vlog and listen to more of my audiobook. And I'll start the new one tomorrow. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you guys sometime and somewhere else on the internet.